we're gonna compare if Olivia is as good as they say. Alright, because Olivia has to be really, really good, right? Okay, so preemptive. So here's what we do, right? I'm just trying to test the damage. Alright, we are here for the damage. The boss has a condition. 3 chains are stacked. Then we're gonna get those blah 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 blah. Attack the enemy 6 times, doing property damage. So I don't really need to go with that, right? So I'm just gonna go in with Olivia. So first things first, how strong is Olivia currently without preemptive versus preemptive? Because if I go in right here, as you can see, I'm hitting all the weak spots. All the weak spots are being hit. So I am going to go with... Okay, these two don't have to do anything, right? I will go with this one, this one. Now the reason why I put this again is 100% crit rate, right? It's just for that particular one. No RNG, just for 50% crit rate, 50% crit rate. We're trying to buff equal buffs right there. Alright, let's see, let's see. Even though, what's her name? Helena gives back some SP right now. Not Helena, Liberta, right? This one will not be counted by Olivia. Ooh. So that's the damage, right? That's the damage that we got. Oh, damn. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Who died? My Justia died. Anyways, currently, we have 13.7 million. Okay. This boss is exclusive for Olivia, I know. I know the boss is exclusive for Olivia, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to test that. I'm trying to test something else. I'll do multiple different testing, of course, right? So that's going to be 1. Okay, the first testing that I'm going to do is how strong is Olivia with her additional... How much is it? 67%, is it? 67%. So now I'll activate the preemptive. Earlier I did not activate the preemptive. So now I've activated the preemptive. I am a +4. So since I'm a +4, I will have 74% increase magic attack. Now, that means I am going to consume 1 SP. That means the other Olivia, right? If you guys are not aware, we have 2 Olivia, right? The Fallen Wings Olivia actually scales off 92% for my version because I'm +4 for each additional SP consumed. So is this SP trade-off worth it? Even with Helena's buff, right? So let's see how much increase is this. How much increase is this? I'm guessing maybe 20% damage increase. Okay. Okay, let me see. I will do the comparison. Wait. Why is it the same? Oh, so basically I have it turned off, my bad. So I need to turn it off then. I need to do a testing with it turned off. So that one is turned on. So now we turn off so that we get more SP to be converted to the Fallen Wings Olivia to do more damage. Let's see which one is which is going to be it. Bam 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 bam. Okay, this one should be less damage, right? So how much is the damage difference? How much is the damage difference? So as you can see, 11 million versus 13 million. So I think it's in line with what I expected, right? So the Fallen, not the Fallen Wings, but the other one. What is the name again? Apostle. The Apostle Olivier gives you a little bit of damage boost, but it's not that crazy to the point that I think like probably you can get away with like having not that high of a plus, right? If you care about that. So that's pretty cool. So now I'll compare with Justia and see how it is. I don't think it's fair to compare with Justia because, like I said, this boss is made for her. But let me do a comparison, right? Let me do a side by side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this. So the only way I can do a fair comparison with Justia is if we go in with a Zenith to the middle, right? Something like that to the middle, and then Justia goes in with this afterwards, so that we hit all the weak spots, right? Now again, not going to be a fair comparison, but because One has Zenith, one don't have Zenith, but we are still hitting the weak spots right here. Okay. Boom. Okay. How much is that? Let me see. Sacred Justia is plus 5 though. Ooh. Okay, Sacred Justia is a little bit less, but not too crazy actually. Not too crazy. 12.3 million. Olivia is 13.7 with her other costume, 2 costume, but with 1 costume 11.025, right? I do think that Sacred Justia is, you know, very, very strong. I would actually recommend, right? Here's the thing, right? I definitely recommend new players to get Sacred Justia instead, because she'll be much easier to build. You only need 1 costume. You don't have to deal with like, because Olivia is probably going to have 1 more costume later on. You don't have to deal with 3 costume hassle, right? So I definitely do recommend Sacred Justia for any new players. The what's that? The banner is still there, by the way. Sacred Justia is still there for 7 days, right? So this sort of confirms it. Now, however, there's going to be one factor, right? It also depends on whether you are building a magic team or not, because Olivia is still a magic character, right? Magic character, Justia is going to be a physical character, right? So that's going to be what it is. If you want a magic character, then yeah, Olivia is going to be there for that particular purposes. But of course, Olivia also can do a little bit more, because there's a evasion and stuff. Justia also has the evasion one, the pool party Justia, but that's on her other costume, right? So it's like, it's a bit complicated of how it works. Nobody used that particular costume, sadly, because that one has fixed damage, right? The other Justia costume. Okay, now that I've confirmed this testing, very interesting. I do appreciate this particular one. So now I want to try something else. So let's compare Olivia with... So I think Sacred Justia and Olivia is going to be quite on par with each other. We don't have to worry about that. I want to do this, right? I want to compare with what's her name again? With Teresse. I want to compare with Teresse. So I think Teresse is still going to be better, but I want to do a little bit of testing right here. I want to bring Teresse right here. So I want to compare Olivia's damage with a Teresse. So the Swimsuit Teresse specifically. This one gives us 200% damage increase, right? Is this more than Olivia's this Preemptive, which is 74%, right? I think it should be more, because when you have Helena already, you are already stacking a lot of magic attack, so it probably will have diminished value, right? If I have Michaela, I don't need Olivia. Michaela also need multiple costumes, right? So now you're running into the same issue as Olivia as well. Also, it depends on whether you care about PvP or not, because PvP is hype as heck. Okay, so let's turn off the Preemptive, right? We turn this off. We go with this, and then we use Olivia's this particular one. And let's see how much damage can this do. Who's better? Apostle Olivier or Fallen Olivia? Fallen Wings is of course the damage, right? The damage that you want. Without Fallen Wings, I think there's no point to get Apostle actually. You get Apostle like for what? Just for evasion, right? There's no reason. You might as well get the other characters for evasion then. Okay, this is going to be the damage. Oh damn. Okay. So Swimsuit Teresse brings out her numbers like crazy. So we have 13 million earlier with her own Preemptive, right? With the Apostle Olivier. But with Swimsuit Teresse, that 200%, 28 million. Holy moly. So you want to put Swimsuit Teresse. If you got Swimsuit Teresse, that 200% damage dealt right here, man, that is massive. That is massive. That is a lot of boost, right? Okay, let's see if I can stack both. If I were to stack both, so how much was that earlier? 28 million, is it? Maybe this one will be 30 million if I stack both. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Let's see, how much is this? 35 million if you stack both. Oh, wow. Can I take out Justia from your team and put Zenith? No, don't follow my team. This is not team for this is not for you to follow. This is for testing. I'm just testing. You cannot put Justia and Olivia in the same team. You're not gonna do that. One is magic, one is physical. Don't follow this, alright? I'm just trying to test them because I want to get 100% crit rate. Okay, 35 million. That is crazy potential. How you deal millions damage? I'm unlikely to see such numbers at home. Wait, what? It's the gears, right? It's your gears. You gotta have good gears. My gears is... Let me see. Yeah, that's a lot, right? So I think you pair that well with her. So the important one is crit damage. You want to have at least 700% crit damage. I have 1961 magic attack, right? So you probably don't have the gears. You want to have something like this, right? Crit damage percent, crit damage percent, preferably. For Olivia, she can crit. So the only character that cannot crit is going to be the what is that? The fixed damage characters, but we don't really use them that much. Yeah, make sure you build the gears, man. My gears are not that good actually. Like this one is good for sure, right? This one is crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. This one is crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, but this one is not that good. Like I can definitely improve upon this. This one is like not that good either. Like my gears are not perfect, right? Can still be improved. And also I don't even have an exclusive weapon. I'm still using... I guess this one is okay, right? Mirror of Divine Punishment. Okay, what else can I test? Okay, now I want to compare Olivia to Michaela. Now how can I make it fair, right? Because we did test... Okay, here's what we do. I need to see... How much is Olivia doing again? 35... I forgot to screenshot that one. I forgot to screenshot. 35 million, right? How do you craft green gears? You only have green and blue. Wait, you only have green and blue? What do you mean you only have green and blue? Yo, what do you mean you only have green and blue, man? Man, you just start yesterday? Okay, you just start yesterday, right? Okay, that's fine. I forgive you. But if you've been playing for like 2 years, no way you only have green and blue, right? You know way you're a day 1 player. Okay, anyways. Wait, what happened there? What happened? Why is the damage so different? Wait, this. Activate this and this. Wait, why is no longer 35 million? Did I do something wrong? Buff this, and buff this. Only green and blue is insane. Only green and blue. Okay, that's... Wait. Why when I activate Sacred Justia? So this one I got 35 million. Let me see. But why if I activate with Sacred Justia I don't get 35 million? What is wrong right there? It wouldn't make sense. Oh, because I have less SP. Okay. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I was like, why again? Okay, because I have less SP. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, that's fair. So I think she's still... The damage that you do for her, for Olivia, right? So you still have to remember that it still scales off the SP that you have, right? If you have too little SP, then that's going to be how it is. But to that guy that actually only have green and blue gears, you gotta start crafting them, man. You gotta start crafting them gears, alright? You cannot just have green and blue gears. It's 2025. I understand maybe you're new, so you just gotta like... So what you gotta do, right? You go to your character. There's 2 characters that can craft gear, right? One is Fred, which is a dude. You don't want the dude, right? You want the waifu. The waifu is Layla, right? Go to Layla, and so you want to level up her abilities. So how do you level up the abilities? You go and craft a bunch of N gears, right? N gears. Go to your... Okay, I'm just gonna quickly mention it, right? Go to your boxes right here, your bag right here, right? These things, right? Where's the things again? So you see all of these things, open up a bunch of these, you have a lot of materials, just craft a bunch of end gears for now, right? That's going to be what it is. Did they reinvent math? How is over 100% crit doing anything? I'm not sure what do you mean. How is over 100% crit doing anything? Yeah, what do you mean? Okay, so now I want to try with... Oh shoot, they took out my other team. Level 10 boss, right? We tried with level 10 boss. I want to try comparing with Michaela, because now I'm kind of curious, right? Michaela, would Michaela do more? So the thing is, Michaela needs setup, right? So it's not fair to test her this way, because she do have one more costume that basically gives her crit damage plus 500%. But let's say raw Michaela for the office one, right? I want to compare this one. So let's see this. Okay, Michaela can't hit this particular one, which Olivia can. So we can only hit 1, 2, 3, 4. So how much are we missing out, right? If I'm a Michaela abuser. I guess it doesn't matter if Sacred Justia activate or not. We are not scaling off from that. Is it better to level different gears or refine the ones you have? It doesn't matter. Because yeah, if you need more gears, I don't know how many characters you are building, right? So this one, we stack the chain and stuff. So Michaela did 22 million. Okay, 22 million with the same buffs. Olivia did 35. So I guess Michaela is not that far off, right? Like in a normal scenario, you would be using the non-Michaela first to basically boost herself, right? Because you should be using this particular one first. This one will increase her crit damage by 500% for 6 turns. And then you go with this one afterwards, right? So I do think that maybe overall, it's probably going to be quite similar, right? But Olivia is still doing more bursts. But then again, you know, it depends on which one you have, right? That's going to be what it is. Yeah, I feel like this damage is in line with what I expect of Olivia. You can get none one from Tavern. You can, but you might not have a +5 or plus whatever, right? Because like for me, I do have her at +5. At +5. Oh wait, I don't have her at +5. I have her at +4. Yeah, I can't even do like a proper one. So how much is the difference? So +4 is increased by 400%. Oh, +5 is just more damage. So if you only care about the buff, then it's already maximum, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Michaela, still pretty good damage, and 22 million versus 35 from Olivia. But ideally, you'll be splitting them up as per se, right? That's going to be what it is.